It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Good morning and welcome to breaking news on the travel and cruise industry news with Chillie Falls. On this, the 24th day of July, and I'm doing this by way of video as opposed to my regular live stream at 11 a.m. simply because I have a guest today. And this obviously is an important story that we need to deal with right up front. The CDC cruise order decision has been reversed. What? Let's see if I can make some sense out of this saga between the CDC, the state of Florida, and now the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals. Florida sued the CDC basically saying they overstepped their bounds. They didn't have the power to control an entire industry. After an attempt at mediation, Tampa Judge Steven Merryday sided with the state of Florida. The CDC appealed. On July the 18th, the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, on a three-judge panel, reversed Merryday's decision, putting the CDC back in the driver's seat. Yesterday, Florida appealed to the Supreme Court, which prompted the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals to reverse its own decision. Cruise ships can now resume operations in Florida without following the CDC order. The ruling allows all cruise ships to resume immediately, but that's likely not going to happen. Cruise lines have already put in their plans in place on a phased return to service. Some vessels have already resumed cruises out of Florida with protocols in place and following CDC guidelines. The reality is that instructions issued by the CDC will likely still be followed, as reversing all the detailed protocols would mean even more confusion to the passengers, the guests on the cruise ships. Not to mention all the idiots in the media like me that have to talk about it. And that still does not answer the question of what I think is the more important issue, and that's Florida's law that keeps the cruise lines from requiring vaccinated guests. Florida says you can't do that. The cruise lines try to get around that as best they can. Are you confused with all this? I am. But apparently, right now, the state of Florida is back in the controlling seat. That's subject to change in the next 30 minutes. That's it for today. This is Chillie, the old fat guy. Stay tuned to this channel. I'm sure there's going to be more developments on this issue. Later, y'all. I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.